This is the audio interface that we were talking about in our podcast. And what this is a stereo audio mixer. And this allows for 6 different inputs. And you have control of the master volume over here. And you have control of your input volumes on the different inputs that you will select. You also have the option to pan left or right, which will set you up to be able to record 2 separate tracks in your audio recording program. You have an equalizer here as well. So the way that you're going to connect this to the computer is you are going to get an AV cable that has an AV connector on one side and an 1/8-inch connector on the other side. And what this essentially does is plugs in to the tape out on your mixer, and the other side is going to plug in to your computer or your desktop into the microphone jack. Now, once you have that set up, you have 2 options for your microphone. We have the Samson Q2U microphone right here, and you have different options here, which you have a USB, you have an XLR cable, as well as an earphone jack, which is a good added bonus for the microphone so that you can hear yourself speak while you are talking during your podcast. So the USB cable is just going to connect actually right into here, and then you will just connect the other end into your computer, and your computer will read it no problem. The other option you have is to use an XLR if you are using an older mixer, and the XLR cable you will just plug into the microphone here, and then you will just plug it into one of the inputs on the back of the mixer. Now, it will also come with a microphone stand so that you are able to use the microphone stand with your microphone while you are speaking into the mic for your podcast. Now, we'll talk quickly about the actual audio program that you're going to be using. What we do is we use Audacity. It is a free program, and you're just going to start a new project. And once you start that, then you're just going to hit record. And from there, it'll start to record your tracks. Now, what you have to do is you have to select the input that you're using. If you're using the USB mic, what you'll do is you'll scroll down and you will choose either your Samson Q2U mic, or you will choose microphone, Realtek speakers. In this instance, that's what the laptop is using for the speakers, and it will use the input from the mixer. So that's exactly what you're going to be using for the mixer. Once you hit record, it will start recording, and then you'll be able to speak and do your podcast. Now, once you're finished, what you want to do to actually edit everything is you're going to have to make the selection of what you want to edit. Now, once you make that selection, you're going to be able to go up into the effects toolbar, and then you're going to be able to go to Normalize Audio, or you're going to be able to go to noise reduction in the effects as well. And you're going to see that it will give you the option to select a portion of your podcast. And then what you do is you will select that portion, and then the noise reduction will be set throughout the entire clip that you've selected. And then the normalize, what that does is set up your sound in the podcast so that if somebody's voice is higher than the other, it will try to normalize the audio to the same level. Now, if you don't have that, there's wonderful tools in here. If that doesn't work for you, you have the envelope tool, which that does is it lets you select a portion of your track. And then what you do is you just click and drag, and it will set the volume up for certain points that you have high peaks or low peaks. You can set it to higher or lower for yourself. You also have a tool that will move tracks. So if you have more than one track on here, you can take this right here, and what you do is you can actually just take the track and move it over. I don't have an open track right now, so I'm not showing you how that's working. I'm just showing you what tools Audacity is running. And then you have playback speed here as well. So you can actually play back the speed at more than the actual rate that it's playing. And then in effects, you can actually change your voice as well. So you can go and you can change the pitch. And what you can do is change it to a higher or lower pitch. And that's pretty much it. So that is the video to show you how to set up a mixer and use Audacity for a podcast. And we thank you for joining us. And we hope to see you in the next one.